best of me.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hello. I honestly just got back like an hour ago from LA because earlier this Friday I was at the GOT7 Eyes on You tour. I went to the Los Angeles stop and it was so amazing. I love going to concerts. I think I have a problem and that's fine. I'm completely fine with owning up to that. So I did do a vlog, which by the time that this video is up, my vlog should also go up. But I also want to make a video talking about my experience of how the concert went for me.
So this is my birthday month and Sephora gifted me with this little like lipstick packet thing, and while I was there I was able to do like this 15-minute complimentary thing, like a mini makeover where they just choose like, well, where you can choose like one thing from your face and they can like go ahead and do makeup. So if I wanted my lips done, they would do that. If I wanted eyeshadow done, they would do that. Eyebrows or contour, like anything like that. And so for me, I was like, well, I can't apply eyeliner, and if I look if I have eyeliner, it makes like all the difference for me. So I was like, okay, can someone do my eyeliner? So this lady did, and I'm pretty sure it came out looking really, really nice, like the first few times she did it. She had to restart like so many times because I kept blinking, and like my eyes were just dry, and I blink a lot sometimes.
And it still looked okay even afterwards. Like I was like, wow, it looks great. Anyways, as the day went on, I noticed that like my eyes felt like they were getting stuck to like my eyelids. And then I realized that it was because of the eyeliner. There was too much of the eyeliner. It was getting stuck to like the top part of my lid. Then it was just like leaving that mark on there. And so it was really annoying because I had to keep cleaning it off even at the concert. I went to the bathroom like right away, like as soon as they left into the venue, and I was like trying to clean it up and stuff. And by that time I was like, oh my gosh, like it's over. Like my eyeliner's destroyed, but whatever. I'm falling back. So I went to the mall for a little bit, and then after that I came back home. I tried to find an outfit to wear. Usually like as soon as the concert is announced or any concert is announced, I'm like trying to think of like an outfit, kind of outfit that I want to wear for the concert. And so I had been doing that for a while now for the GOT7 concert. And even earlier that week I was like trying to figure out what to wear and stuff, and I was like, okay, like I know I'm gonna wear these shoes, I know I'm gonna wear these shorts. I had like a few options for tops, and then like the day came for the concert. I was like, oh my gosh, like I don't know what to wear. And I was like, oh my gosh, like it's gonna be really hot at this concert, and I just don't want my sweat to be that visible, even though it probably was. Eventually I did find an outfit, and then also I wanted like my earrings to kind of go with my shirt. I made sure that, you know, I had my checklist and made sure I had everything for the concert, everything, because I was gonna stay in LA for a few days. I went to the concert by myself, by the way. We drove all the way down to Inglewood. Oh my gosh, okay. So this is where it's kind of funny, and I'm also like, it makes me think of it because so we were about like 5 or 10 minutes away from the Forum. My sister's driving because the light is green for us, and there's this car in front of us, and then there's this other car that's like, it doesn't look like they're going to stop. So here's me and my sister, the car in front of us, and then it looks like this other car isn't going to stop. It looks like it's gonna ram right into the car in front of us. So this guy stops, thankfully. He's waiting to see if like any other cars are coming, you know, because the light is still green for us, and so he was waiting to turn. This guy, like, he just looks so focused, like waiting to see if it's his turn to turn. And I'm just like, that guy looks like JYP. Like he really, really like looks like JYP. Like that is like his look-alike. Like it looked exactly like JYP. And I was like, that's so funny. Like he looks just like him. But why, like, he wouldn't be here. Why would he be here? But then later on during the concert, the boys were like, our boss is here, JYP is here, and so everyone started chanting JYP, JYP. And I was like, oh my gosh, like that could have been JYP. But he looked so much like him, and he was only like 5 to 10 minutes away from the Forum as well, right? So I don't know if that was really him or not, but if it was, oh my god. But like if that really was him, that's crazy. So we get to the Forum. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like so huge and it looks beautiful. But you couldn't turn left at all. You had to like go straight, and then we had to go like all the way around and past like this church and stuff. And then yeah, we just had to make like a big loop around, and then we were able to turn. My sister dropped me off. She just pulled over to the side, dropped me off. I got out. And I was like, oh my gosh, all right, out into this heat. And I was so worried the whole entire time for like the people that had P1, like P2, because who knows how long they were waiting in line for. I had the cheapest ticket, which I think was like P5. I was like, okay, out into this heat I go. Like the forum is so huge. I was like, oh my gosh, like where do I go? I had like no sense of direction at all. So I just walked past all the cars in the parking lot, which was a huge parking lot, by the way. And then I saw that there was like this merch area. I asked this one girl, I was like, hey, like what is this line for? And she was like, oh, it's for P2. So I was like, okay, I think that my line would be further down then. And everything was like, it was pretty shady, like the area. I'm pretty sure it was really, really hot earlier in the day. Like, I'm pretty sure there wasn't any shade during the day, but because it was around like, it was like around 5:20, 5:30. And so there was more shade around that time. So I noticed that there was this security check-in area, and I was like, like is that for everyone to go through? Is it just for like my section to go through? Because like P2's like over here. Like I didn't understand what was going on. I asked the girl in front of me, she was like, they said that anyone could get through this security section and then go to like the venue area. Well, that's what I did. I went ahead, had my bag checked, and then you know, you also had to like put your arms out and stuff, and they had to like use that little like scanner thing to make sure you're all good. And I noticed that there was like more merch, and there was like a really, really long line for merch. And then I went up the ramp. When I went up the ramp, that's where like all of the doors to inside the venue, that's where that was. There's just like a lot of other people just like standing around, or some people sitting in front of the doors. So I asked the security like where the line is, like where it started, and she said something about there being like 3 different lines and that there also really wasn't one. So I walked back the other way that I had come from, and I asked someone else, and they're like, I mean, like I'm in line, I really don't know, there's not really a line, I'm just kind of here. The door that I ended up staying at, I asked the people around there, and I was like, what's this line for? And they were like, well, it's not really like a line, it's just we're in front of this door. So I was like, okay, fine. So I went ahead and I just like stood in front of the door too. Like I got there around like 5:20, 5:30, around that time, and doors opened at 6:30. And so like it was just like so hot, and I noticed that people around me had like fans and stuff that had been given out to them. Usually I get to concerts kind of early, so I'm able to like get those things, but I was there kind of late, so I didn't get any of that. So yeah, doors opened at 6:30. Oh, we heard GOT7. I don't know if they were actually rehearsing or if they were just like testing out like the VCRs, you know, like the intros and stuff that they have throughout the concert. I think they were just like testing that out, and I don't know if they were actually like rehearsing or not, because then Yugyeom was doing a V Live, so like I don't know if they really were or not. You can hear like the music and stuff, and like the fans started singing, and there was a security guard who was just like looking at everyone. He was like laughing, either like impressed or he thought we were just like really, really obsessed. The doors opened at 6:30. We were let inside. So
I was in section 208, and above the door was like 100 something to like 200 something. So I'm like, okay, I'm fine. Like my section's in there. So when they opened the doors, oh my gosh, it was like so like jam packed. Like it was like the pit section. Like you just could not move at all. There's like this bar area and then the middle floor area where it was just like packed already. And
so I was like, okay, I don't see my section at all on here. So I kept going down further and further, and it was really hard to get down there because it was just so busy. I think before that though, I actually went to the bathroom, and it looked so cool. It was like an underground club. When you went down, the stairs were like really cool though. Anyways, I was like, where's my section? So I kept going down and I didn't see it. So I walked maybe like a minute down, like outside of that section that I was in. I got out of there, I walked for like a minute, then I went into a new one, and I didn't find my section there either. So I had to go out again, and then I finally found mine, which was like towards the middle or end of that section. So there was like 207, 208, then like 209, and then 209, 208. And so I went up the stairs with everyone else. Well, first off, we waited like 30 minutes more, so until like 7 o'clock. And then they let us find our seats. Anyways, as soon as I got up there, I was sitting for like a good like 20 or 30 minutes. There were some people in that section, but I was like, there's no one really like around me except for this one other lady. And we were like, are we in the right section? And then we heard someone else to like our left in the other section asking someone a question. They're like, oh no, this is 208, that's 209. So we were in the 209 section, not 208. So we had to move on over. And as soon as I saw the people that I was gonna sit by, I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, like, okay, like I feel relieved knowing who I'm gonna sit by now.
As soon as I sat down, I was like, I like introduced myself. I felt kind of weird. But I like introduced myself. I think I sounded like too happy or something. And I didn't want to just be like, hi, I'm like so, well, I did. I was like, hi, like I'm so-and-so. And they're like, hi, I'm so-so, hi, I'm so-so.
And then we just like try to keep the conversation going, which I liked because I really hate when it's like, hi, like nice to meet you, and then you talk about something and then the conversation dies down and then you're trying to find something else to talk about. So we were talking like, I would say like pretty non-stop until like the concert started, and we found that we had some things in common. So like I really liked who I was sitting by, thankfully, because you know, some people aren't that lucky. Some people don't get to sit by amazing people, but I did. And we had fun throughout the concert. So I have footage here and there of the concert. What I like to do sometimes is like record for like a minute or two and then put my phone away, maybe take some pictures, but like put my phone away for a bit, and then I'll get my phone out again for like one of my favorite songs that I like really want to remember and cherish, you know, that moment. I'll just have my phone out like that, and then I'll just be watching with my own eyes, and then I'll put my phone away. They performed A towards like the end of the concert, which I was like, yes, because I love that song so much. It's one of my favorites. I also love Paradise, and they performed Paradise. So this was the first time that I had ever been to a concert that was 3 hours long. It was around like 9:30, 9:40, and Bam Bam was saying something like, oh, it's like our last stage or something. I was like, what? And so I asked like the people I was sitting next to, I'm like, what time is this concert supposed to end? And one of the girls is like, it said that it wasn't gonna end until like 11. That's what I thought too. So I was like, oh my gosh, I was like panicking because like my bride wasn't there yet, because I said that the concert was gonna be over at 11, which yeah, it wasn't over until 11, but it like scared me so much. I'm like, what? Oh my gosh. But yeah, the concert was amazing. There were so many light sticks, which is also in the vlog, and it just, oh my gosh, I wish that I also had a light stick. I don't own any light sticks. That sucks, but one day I will own every light stick that I want. Yeah, so the concert was really good. Jackson and Yugyeom performed, I think their song's called Phoenix, I'm not sure. And oh my gosh, it was so good. Like that was really memorable. It was good. Like you had to be there. That was good. Just like watching it on YouTube, that's completely different from actually like witnessing it in person. It's so good. Like every performance that GOT7 gave was amazing.
So after the concert, wow, the parking lot was just like packed. And what I really liked and like really appreciated was that there was this section for like parent pickup or family pickup, Uber drivers and Lyfts. So there was a section for that like as soon as you got out of the concert, and that was really nice because you usually don't see that kind of stuff at concerts, or at least I haven't.
I didn't get back from the concert until like 12 a.m. because there's just so much traffic going on. But overall, it was just like such an awesome experience, and if you've been to the concert, you know that, and if you haven't been to one yet, like hopefully you do. Anyways, thank you so much you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys get the opportunity to go to the Eyes on You tour or like any GOT7 concert ever. Thank you so much you guys. Bye!